What up, gang? Welcome to the Rig Report. We got Predict the Script Week 11, sponsored by Deer Park. Nah, I wish. Hey, if anybody want to sponsor, man, I'll advertise y'all stuff, man. We're gonna slowly grow on here. But you know my slogan: the world is a stage, but we still trying to get paid. All right, time to predict the script of these scripted NFL games this week. Last week was tough, but we're gonna get right into it. We're gonna get right into it. Thursday night, no surprise. Patriots beat the shit out the Jets. Jets came down, got a touchdown first on the drive. I'm like, here we go with the rigonometry. But Patriots barely covered. It was 12 and a half. They won by 13, 27-14. Yeah, man. Patriots is rolling. Patriots is rolling. Jets don't know what they're going to do. But let's move on to the Sunday games that matter. Here we go. Back overseas. Starting off in Madrid, we got the Commanders against the Dolphins. The Dolphins are 2.5-point favorites against the Commanders. Both of them are 3-7. Both of them are trash. Commanders got a lot of injuries. Tua, Mike McDaniels, I'm not sure what they're doing. They're both on a bye after this game. So I wouldn't pick this shit like I would pick my nose before I pick this game. Or make it one of my definite picks. You can go either way with this. You know, McDaniels and Miami kind of got the edge a little bit. They've been playing okay, but then they just like whooped the Bills. So everybody think that it'll be them. Commanders ain't won in I don't know how many weeks. That's why I'm saying this shit can go either way. That's why I'm kind of staying away from it, man. All right. So good luck with them out there in Madrid. Y'all let me know who y'all like. All right. All right, let's go on to the 1 o'clock games. We got the Panthers at the Falcons. Falcons, out of nowhere, are 4-point favorites. And if you remember, this is a division game. The first game where the Panthers were home, they beat the Falcons 30-0. 30-0. They goose egged them. They 3-0'd them, as they say in battle rap. So Falcons need looking for some get back. I'm not sure how many games in a row they lost, at least 2 or 3. But Falcons looking to get some get back. They're the favorite there. Falcons should win this game. Bijan Robinson, it's time to step up, get into the end zone. Drake London has been killing it the last 2 games, but it's time for Bijan to do what Bijan does. And I see the Falcons getting some get back. So 4-point spread, yeah, wouldn't take that, but moneyline Falcons, I would. Or for those who like the Panthers with the points, you know what I'm saying? But I think the Falcons got to get right game. They're about due for a win, and they owe the Panthers for that goose egg that they gave them. All right, so yeah, I'll lean Falcons in this one for the money line. All right, next game up, we got Baker going to Buffalo to play the Bills, and Josh Allen, who just got their ass mollywopped by the Miami Dolphins last week. So they're looking for some get back. They're looking to get back right. They are 5.5 now, 6-point favorites at home. Still no Bucky Irvin. Still no Mike Evans. I don't believe Godwin is playing. Correct me if I'm wrong. So they're back to Ibuka and Tez. And Ibuka's been playing well, but to beat the Bills, who just lost, Bills aren't really as dominant this year as they've been in the past. It seems like it's just Josh Allen and James Cook. Kincaid's hurt. He's out. He's been their best receiver. Their receivers are really shitty. So this game can go either way, really. You know what I mean? Baker can have one of them Baker games and kind of upset, but Bills losing 2 in a row, I would favor the Bills. At this spot. At this spot, I would favor Josh Allen and the Bills. All right. Let's move on down. Let's get to the Texans and the Titans. Titans just coming off the bye. Texans just won 2 or 3 games straight. No, 2 games. They're trying to get back right. They're trying to get back on track. They got let's see here. Davis Mills is starting again. Stroud is still not back. We got Nico and the boys. I believe Ridley is back for the Titans. I could see the Titans covering in this spot. It is a division game. They had a bye week, so they had 2 weeks to prepare. Texas do got a great defense. Titans fired their coach. Mike McCoy has really not did shit yet either. So I could see this being a spot where they really game plan to come out and try to put some points on the board. It's only 5.5. A lot of people probably like the Texans. So I can low key see the Titans, covering. Not to say winning per se, but I can see the Titans definitely covering the 5.5 in this spot here. All right. Let's see. We're gonna go over to the Bears at the Vikings. The Bears at the Vikings. Bears been rolling, winning games, multiple games straight. Vikings been losing multiple games straight. Vikings are 2.5 point favorites here. A lot of people think maybe the Vikings are due for a win. JJ McCarthy, jury's still out on him. We're still not sure yet what he is. Just to keep in mind, though, that this is a division game, and in the first game in Chicago, the Vikings did win by 3. So even though a lot of signs are pointing to the Vikings, I could see the Bears winning this one to split the division matchup. Bears getting 2.5. I really wouldn't call this game, but if I was to take a side, I would take Bears with the points. Of course, they've been playing much better. Caleb and Johnson seem to be getting it together. Chicago's been winning games. Vikings ain't really got it all together yet, even though Justin Jefferson is really geeked for this game, talking about he want to go back to Savage Jefferson. I don't know what that is or how that's going to work when your quarterback can't get you the ball, but we shall see. I'm not going to make a definite pick with this game, but I favor the Bears a little bit with the points. All right, moving right along. The Green Bay nose pickers at the New York Giants. Giants are 7-point underdogs at home. Just fired Brian Dable. We got Jameis Winston starting. He's a joke. We have him starting. The Packers just got their asses. They didn't get beat bad, but they did lose to my Eagles 10-7. They lost a week before that to the Panthers. That was bad. So this will be the Packers' third loss in a row if they lose. I don't see them losing 3 in a row. However, the Giants will come and play inspired. When they fire a coach, usually after that they're riled up. I do not see the Giants beating the Packers. I don't think Jameis Winston can get that done, but I wouldn't be surprised if the Giants definitely put up a little fight before the Packers win this game. Jordan Love, been real iffy. They don't have any number one receivers. Tucker Kraft being out, it makes it hard for them. Josh Jacobs is just a grind and workhorse. Like, they really don't have, like, an identity. They're really grungy, you know what I mean? They just ground kind of like, yeah, they don't really have an identity. If they were playing somebody, potent, then they can get their ass smacked again, but no diddy. But I can see the Giants playing close and losing a close one in this game. All right. Next game up, we have the Bengals at the Steelers. Steelers are 5.5-point favorites. Steelers just lost bad to the Chargers last week. Bengals, I believe, are on the bye. Fluco's been playing well. Whether they win or lose, he still gets that ball in the air. I like the Steelers in this one, only because when they played last time, this is a division matchup. The Bengals did squeeze out a win. Remember, we had the Ben Gay, the Icy Hot Bowl. So we got another one of those coming up. So I can see the Steelers getting some revenge in this game. They are home. Bengals already beat them. 5.5, I wouldn't touch. Of course, these scripted lines and scripted odds. Who knows? They might win by 3. They might win by 4. They might win by 2. They might win by 1. You know what I mean? You're really just giving yourself less of a chance to win. So I will take the Steelers in this one, money line. It will be one of my definite picks. I just don't see the Bengals sweeping them in the season series, especially with Flacco. Aaron Rodgers in his last or second to last year, whichever have you. I can see them splitting it. And the Steelers need this win if they want to stay in the playoff race. So I'm going Steelers on this one, money line. You can book it, lock it, make it one of my picks. All right. Moving on to the next 1 o'clock game. The last one, we have the Chargers at the Jaguars. Chargers just beat the Steelers. Jaguars, I believe, was on a bye. Correct me if I'm wrong. Or did they just lose? I forget. But anyways, the Jaguars are underdogs at home by 3. Chargers are 3-point favorites. You know how I feel about Trevor Lawrence. I think he's ass. That defense been saving them for the games that they have been in. Chargers act like they're not missing Joe Alt or anything last week. They just ran right over the Steelers like they was just a fully healthy team. So you can't imagine that one. I would never take the Jaguars against a good team. I'm sorry. Trevor Lawrence and them, they could win, they could cover, but I'm never taking the Jaguars over a good team. This will not be one of my definite picks, but I'll lean Chargers. I can't stand Trevor Lawrence. I think he's so ass. All right. Moving on. This one I think I might lock in. We got the Seahawks at the Rams. This is going to be should be one of the best games of the week. The Rams are a 3.5 point favorite at home. Seahawks have been running through people. They're both 7-2. The Seahawks are 4-0 on the road. They are undefeated. Rams are 3-1 at home. Both teams fully stacked. Fully stacked. Very well coached. Can go either way. This is the first of 2 of their division games. I just lean Rams, man. Y'all know how I feel about McVay, man. I just lean Rams. Stafford with Devontae Adams and Puka. They're hard to stop. You got Kyren over there. You got that play calling. My only hiccup for the Rams is their special teams. They need to get a kicker who can kick. I hear they got a new guy in there. That's my only hang up with the Rams. But for 3.5, being the way the Seahawks been running, I could see a lot of people picking the Seahawks with the points. So I'm gonna go Rams at home to win the first of these division games with the Seahawks. 3.5, they may cover. I trust the Rams, but you know me, man. I don't trust sports books. I don't trust these line makers, odds movers, NFLs, where the money's going. I don't trust none of that. So I would take the Rams money line. I'm not sure if I'm locking it, but I like the Rams money line in this one. I don't think the Rams lose in this big game. Good matchup, but this one could very well go either way. 2 very good teams. All right, next game is the 49ers at the Cardinals. 49ers are 3-point favorites on the road against the Cardinals and Jacoby Brissett. It looks like Brock Purdy will be the starter at this game. Little QB controversy. Mac Jones is playing well. Brock Purdy, what is he going to do? So Brock Purdy is in. Still no Pearsall. You still have no Ayuk. You do have Kittle. You have Jennings. You have McCaffrey. So 49ers should be able to get this done, of course. I will always lean 49ers, especially against the Cardinals. This is a division game, though. Keep in mind, Cardinals are 3-point underdogs. They might put up a feisty little fight, but Shanahan, McVay all day. I would take the 49ers in that one. All right, moving on. We got another one of my picks. We got the Ravens at the Browns. The Ravens are 7.5-point favorites at Cleveland, which is a division game. Keep in mind, Cleveland has a very good defense. They just have Dylan Gabriel there and a coach that doesn't want to play Shedeur Sanders. Lamar Jackson and them, they need to win every game, in these next few weeks to get back into the playoff race. They need to get Derrick Henry the fucking ball at the 1-yard line. Like, what the fuck? Last week, y'all sold us. Y'all purposely didn't even give him the fucking ball at the goal line. So y'all need to give Derrick Henry the fucking ball. Ravens win this game. I don't see them losing to the Browns or Dylan Gabriel. I think it will be closer than 7.5, though. They're at home. Browns defense is very good at home. Dylan Gabriel just has to not mess it up. But I'm taking the Ravens money line. Again, they got to get back in the playoff race. Lock it in. That's my second lock. I'll look for 2 more as we continue on. I'm Ravens all day with that one. Excuse me. Moving on to the Chiefs at the Broncos. The Chiefs are 3.5-point favorites on the road. A lot of division games this week. This is the first of 2 division matchups between these two. The Broncos are 8-2, top of the division, rolling on. Chiefs are 5-4. Definitely probably need this win, just to stay in the race. Not that if they lose, they're out of it, because they can always rip off 3 or 4 wins in a row. It's the fucking Chiefs. Okay, as long as they don't play the Eagles. You feel me? So Yeah, I got Chiefs in this one. I don't know about the 3.5. Broncos got a nice defense. Sean Payton's gonna make them play hard against the Chiefs and Andy Reid. Broncos could win. I just don't see how. I don't. Chiefs are fully healthy. How are you gonna beat them other than it being some script where Chiefs just look ass and Broncos look super. They don't have any superstars over there. Bo Nix is playing nice. Their defense is nice. Surtain is out. You know what I mean? They don't have any superstars over there that's just gonna knock the Chiefs out. You know what I mean? So I feel like the Chiefs already are always gonna be in it, if not ahead. Chiefs all day, Chiefs money line, and I'll see if I make that one of my picks. All right, now we have the Sunday night game, which is the Eagles back at home against the Lions. Eagles are 2.5 point favorites. All right, we got a lot of controversy going with the AJ Brown situation. The Lions looked good last week. Coming into town, one of our division rivals, our conference rivals, as we look to see them in the playoffs, or we probably, they'll have to get past us, or vice versa. So this is a big game. This is a big game. I'm always going, not always, but I'm going Eagles, of course. I think the AJ Brown thing is just like a charades. I think it's just smoke and mirrors. I understand he's a little bit of a diva. A lot of wide receivers are, but you just won a fucking Super Bowl. Now, if we were losing and he wasn't getting the ball, I could see it being some real shit there, bro. We're at the top of the division. We're 7-2. We're number one in the division, in the conference. You understand what I'm saying? Like, it's not going bad enough for this to be such a distraction. You know what I mean? So this could be a little scripted riggery, acting like he's got a problem, or it can be real. And at the end of the season, we may have to see if he's happy or if he wants to leave. You know what I mean? But AJ Brown can come out this game right now. Detroit defense isn't like that, especially their corners. AJ Brown can come out this week and go off. But even with that, we got Saquon. The thing is, even though it's sloppy or we might not pass some days, we might not run some games, we know how to win. We know what to do, what it takes to win when it's time to win. You feel me? So this could be ugly. It could be a good game. I'm going Eagles because we know how to fucking win. You understand? A lot of people got the Lions. They think the upset's coming because of the AJ Brown controversy, and that's very understandable. You know what I mean? But we know how to get it done. Whether it comes to a tush push, whether it comes to Saquon, whether it comes to AJ Brown getting fed the ball, or whether we got Smitty, we got Goddard, we got too many weapons going on. I think the major issue is whether this OC is legit or not. This Kevin Petula guy, and it's too iffy each week. It's not consistent, so we don't know if he's a good offensive coordinator, a good OC. But it's causing a lot of backlash in the media and things of that nature. So we got to get this shit together. We got to start rolling. We got to have a big outbreak game where the ball is flying. Eagles is flying everywhere, and we're just kicking ass. But for this game, tight game, 2.5. I could see the line. Lions play perfect. If we stumble, we lose. If we turn the ball over, if we keep punting, if we don't put points on the board when it matters, you know what I mean? If we play like we played last week against the Packers, we're going to get fucked up. All right? If we play like we play against the Packers, we're going to get our ass whipped. So we need to tighten this shit up. Give AJ Brown the ball when he's open. You know what I mean? Shut him up. Get him some passes. And let's take this thing, man. Go Birds. What the fuck? Let's go. All right? And lastly, we got the Monday night game. We got the Cowgirls at the Raiders. Cowgirls are getting 3.5 point favorites. So the Raiders are getting the points. I like the Cowboys in this game. I like a money line. I'm probably going to lock it in. And it's just all because of narrative. It's all because of the script, the narrative. They just lost a teammate. Teammate committed suicide a week ago or whatever. They were on the bye when it happened. So this is the first game since they're dedicating or, doing a remembrance or whatever for Marshawn Nealon. Rest in peace. So if you can't win for a teammate who just lost his life, if that don't motivate you to beat the fucking Raiders, nothing will. Cowgirls, I don't fuck with y'all like that. Dak, Lamb, Pickens, Ferguson, If y'all can't win against the fucking Raiders for your man, it's over for y'all. The fuck out of here. You understand? My man, I lost my man, bro. I'm going all the fuck out for him. Dead ass. You feel me? So, Cowboys better win this game. I don't want to hear shit about no Brock Bowers. I don't want to hear nothing about no Geno. All Cowgirls. And you got Quentin Williams in there now. Y'all better win this fucking game. So I'm going with the Cowgirls on this one. Money line for Neyland. Boys better show up and show out. All right. So that's where we at with the week games. Get you 4. I think I already told you 3 of them that I'm taking definitely. Give me the Steelers money line. Give me the Ravens money line. Give me the Cowboys money line for Neyland. And I got to find you guys one more. I just like them. 4 is a good number, so I like 4. Do like the Falcons. Like the Bills. But who's gonna be my 4th? Rams against the Seahawks. You know what? I might go Niners. Yeah, I might go Chiefs too. Yeah, it's a lot of them out there, guys. Cowboys, Ravens, Steelers. I'm going Chiefs. You got to show me. You know what I'm saying? It got Broncos. I got to see it to believe it. I got to see it to believe it. I like the Rams, but the Seahawks is very formidable. You know what I mean? I like the 49ers, but they're on the road. Chiefs are on the road against the Broncos. I like the 49ers. Yeah. Broncos could lose. 49ers. We got some players. Lose to the Cardinals at home. Division game. The Rams. Rams never did me wrong, though. Steelers. Let's see. We're going to flip a coin here because we got a lot of them that we can take as my official picks. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, Chiefs need that game. Yeah, I'm going to go Chiefs. All right, so my 4, we got the Ravens, we got the Steelers, we got the Chiefs, and we got the Cowgirls on Monday night. All money line. Just some honorable mentions. Rams at home. Falcons. Rams, Falcons, 49ers, some more honorable mentions. Okay. Rams, Falcons, 49ers. But yeah, I got my 4 picks. Let me know what you guys think. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, show some support. I appreciate you guys. Thank you guys for the ones that do comment on my videos or on my shorts, that engages with me. I appreciate you guys. And again, I'm gonna keep saying it. If you got any parlays that you like, put them in the comments. It costs you nothing just to put some random parlays in the comments. If it's something I like, I'll throw a few bucks on it. You know what I mean? If I hit, then I'll definitely hit your comment up like, yo, send your cash app. It doesn't cost me, why not? Nobody else is doing that. You understand what I'm saying? You give me a good 4-teamer parlay, I'll put 10 bucks on it. Shit, if it wins 60, I'll put 20. It depends, If it wins some money, I'll definitely kick back for you. So it ain't costing you nothing but some picks to send over. If you want to, you don't have to. Like, I'm not going to put millions on your picks. I don't know you guys, but I'm trying to help, help each other. You know what I'm saying? I want y'all to be like, yo, he's a cool guy. I sent him I like this and that. He looked out back. You know what I mean? He actually cashed at me some money for my picks. So I want to engage with you guys. You feel me? So with that said, this is Predict the Script, week 11. Your host Jersey Snoop. And we'll see how we do, man. Get ready for the rigged recap after. And I'll holler at you guys.